Hey everyone, thanks so much for stopping by today at the Peppered Peach. We're going to be checking out something just in time for Thanksgiving to see if it makes it to the list, pumpkin cream cheese bread. So we have a lot of guests that come over for our Thanksgiving and my sister loves anything pumpkin. So we're going to try this out, see if we like it, and if we like it, it'll make it to the menu. So we have everything right here. Let's get this bread going. All right, so our first step is to make our cream cheese filling. So we have 4 ounces of cream cheese here. It's been sitting out, so please make sure it is room temp. We're gonna combine that with the sugar, which is 3 tablespoons. We have a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we have an egg yolk. Just an egg yolk. Okay. I should have just dumped it in here by itself, but it's okay. All right, so let's mix this around. All right, all mixed. So I am going to take my spatula. Oops, wrong spatula, hang on. I have this small medium bowl here. We're gonna transfer this directly into this bowl and then we're gonna get started on our dry ingredients. We do come back to our mixer here in a few minutes, but we gotta get our dry ingredients ready to go. So, get that over. Right. I know it's just cream cheese and sugar, but it already smells good. All right, so we'll leave that off to the side. Now let's combine our dry ingredients. So we're gonna whisk together, let's see, she asked for 1 cup and 3/4 of all-purpose flour. We're gonna combine that with sugar, more sugar. This is 1.5 cups. All right, 1.5 cups of sugar, baking soda, cinnamon, nutmeg, and I need some salt. Right here. And she needs how much? 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. We'll throw that in, we'll whisk away, and get it all combined. Now, before we go on to our next step, I do need to wash our mixer because we are gonna get into our melted butter, our egg, and our pumpkin puree. So I'm gonna put this off to the side along with our cream cheese mixture, and we'll come back to these in 30 seconds. All right, we have a clean bowl. Let's get mixing. All right, so we have pumpkin puree. She calls for 15 ounces, so this is just 1 can. And she does make a note to make sure you don't buy the pie filling, but you need the puree, okay? So we're gonna throw this in. All right. All right, we got all of our pumpkin in here. Penny does like pumpkin, so I'm surprised she's not coming around well, she's right there. She's coming for me. All right, so we have this in there. We have melted butter, which is 1 stick of unsalted. All right, we have a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we have 1/3 cup of milk. All right, now let's get mixing. So you want to start off slow and then graduate to fast. Okay, bam. All right, so now we're going to add in our dry ingredients. So we're gonna add in our flour mixture. I'll do it in little phases here. Start off slow and let it absorb and then add the rest. All right, let's add the rest. Okay. And I'm just gonna get the sides. It smells really good, so I'm excited. All right, we are all, wait, I forgot the egg. Where's the egg go? Oh, one egg. It's all right, it's all gonna get combined anyway. I was like, wait, I am missing something here. That would be helpful, an egg, right? I don't know, kind of an important piece. I'm just gonna do one last scrape around and then we will start preparing our pan. I have one ready to go. It's a 9x5 loaf pan and it is sprayed, so make sure you spray it. And once this is ready and mixed, we will start preparing our pan. Bam. All right, we are ready. I'm gonna clean up this mess. We'll get some room to get our pan going, and then when we're putting our pieces together, we're gonna start off with a little bit of the pumpkin on the bottom, and then we're gonna put some of the cream cheese filling on top, and then another layer of the pumpkin, and then the cream cheese filling on top. So it's gonna be a nice layered little loaf of bread. So let me clean this up and we'll get going. All right, y'all, it is time to prepare our bread. So she says to take 1/3 of this and dump it into our pan here. So we'll go with this first. Spread it out. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take half of this, spread it on top of our pumpkin batter. It's okay if it's not perfect, I think. As long as the cream cheese filling gets in there, that's all that matters. It's an important piece of this. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Now we'll go in with the next 1/3 on top. Spread this around. I'm sure there's no serious repercussions if it does not 1/3. It's all going in the oven anyway, and it's as long as it has the cream cheese in there, it's all that matters, right? All right, and then she says, wait, what am I doing? Okay, we'll put this here. We're gonna take our last half of our cream cheese filling and we will brush this on top. All right, we'll get this in there. We'll swirl it around a little bit. Penny's patiently waiting for this pumpkin bread, which she's gonna get 0 of. I can tell her right now, right, Penny? I'm very sorry. I think I might use the spoon. It's a little mushier, but it smells really good. I'm not gonna lie. All right. If only I could send the smell over the airwaves. Okay. Try not to leave any cream cheese behind. You know, like, I'm really not, I'm trying to get it all in there. All right. Okay, that's all I can do. It's the best I can do. All right, and now she says for the last little bit here, we're gonna take our spoon, we're just gonna dollop this on top. We don't have that much left. And what we will do is we'll take our knife and we'll make some nice little swirls on top. All right, so I'll use this a little bit and then we'll get some swirls in there with our knife. So we'll do like, if it works that way. Okay. Okay, looks whimsical enough for me. All right, so this now is gonna go in the oven for 1 hour at 350 degrees. So I have the oven ready to go. It goes in there for 1 hour. After 1 hour, we'll take a look at it, make sure it's all set. After that 1 hour, we do need to let it cool for another hour. So make sure you have enough time in your day to make this. And let's get it in the oven and I'll see you in 2 hours. All right, y'all, it is time to try our pumpkin cream cheese bread. It is done. It's been chilled for about an hour, so it looks really good and it smells even better. So let's see. Let's see how this came out. I want to make sure I get a little piece of the cream cheese swirl in there. Wow. Okay, this is yummy. This is very good. Hold on, let me just take one more bite. It is perfect. It is so good. You know, sometimes I get a little nervous when there's no picture next to the recipe to make sure it looks like it should be. But I think this came out perfectly. It looks and tastes so good. The flavors are so good. I love that cream cheese that's swirled in there. I love it. I will definitely be making this for Thanksgiving weekend. My sister's gonna be happy about this one. So thank you so much for stopping by to help me make this cream cheese bread. Super good. If you try it at home, I'd love to hear from you. If you already have your pumpkin bread recipe that you use for Thanksgiving or the holidays, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you, and I'll catch you next time. All right, so our first step to make this bread is to make the cream. Nope, it's okay. All right, y'all, it is time to try our pumpkin cheesecake. Nope, that's not what it's called. Cream cheese bread. All right, y'all, it is time to try. Wow, that wine really hit me. I'm just kidding. Yummy. You wanna try a piece?